Okay, we're back in the SL. I've installed the Victron DC-DC charger, and at the moment the car has been, I've not used the car today, so it's gone to sleep. Last night was the last time I used it, so right now the car shouldn't be drawing any current out of that DC-DC charger. Also in there is my emulator, the SmartR230 BCM emulator. And so what I'm going to show you now is I'll bring it up on the screen along with the video, is the Victron app. So I've got the app running on my phone and I'm just recording it. So at the moment what you're seeing that the Victron DC-DC charger, this state is currently off, as you would expect. The input voltage into it is 12.27 volts. And also I've got the smart shunt on there. So the smart shunt is showing the battery voltage at 12.3 and the starter battery at 12.67. You can see the state of charge is 96%. So the car's off, remaining time also is infinite. Car's off. Right, let's press the button and let's see what happens. So we're going to wake the car up. So wake the car up. There we go. Immediately battery voltage has dropped a bit and you can see the current has gone to 1.74. Still the DC charger is currently in an off state, obviously because the engine's not running. It's waiting to see that alternator voltage. So let's go and start the car. I'll leave the phone there. We start the car. See it opened up and you see that ampage went up. Start the car. Car started. Here you can see shortly the DC-DC charger will recognise, you can see the input voltage is going up. I've set that to be, once it hits 14, then it switches to on. And as soon as it switches to on, then the DC-DC charger starts charging that front battery. And you can see the state of charge is bulk. That's because it's doing a heavy charge on the battery immediately. Pretty quickly that goes into absorption and it stays in absorption and until it goes to float, and float is just that trickle, just keeping it charged. Right, we're back. I've got the app back running. So the car's still running. It has moved to absorption. Shame it wasn't in there. Hey ho. So the next thing I'll do is I'm going to turn the car off and then we'll watch it just shut down. So we switch the car off. You can see that input voltage starts to drop. And shortly the DC-DC charger will switch off. You can also see on the smart shunt that the battery voltage is, there we go, DC-DC charger is now switched to the off state, and you can see on the smart shunt that the current is still 1.74 amps, and you can see that slowly dropping off. After about 20 seconds, 25 seconds, that's pretty much when the CAN bus goes to sleep, we should see that current drop down. Actually, right, let's count 20 seconds. 20 seconds from there, you should see that CAN bus. It should start to drop off. If we had the back open, you could see my BCM device, and you can see on there it's got the LED. And when it stops flashing, that means that there's no CAN bus activity, and then the current starts to drop down, and it should go to literally zero. As you saw in the start of this video, the current draw was zero. And there we go, it's completely dropped off now, so really that means that the CAN bus has gone to sleep and we're down at 0.44 amps. That last bit of current draw is the very last pieces of all the modules slowly going to sleep, and eventually that will drop all the way down. Right, the next bit I'm going to show you is actually the Victron app in the car. So I've got an Android head unit, and we're going to do through Android Auto. You can bring the Victron app up in the head unit in the car, and it works great. So let's do that. Okay, we're in the car. Let's have a look at the Victron unit on the Android Auto. You can see on the dash that the healthy state is good. I've got the key in ignition, so the CAN bus is alive, but the ignition's not on at the moment. So let's point this at the screen. Okay. And let's just go. Let's go to Android Auto. Let's switch that to Android Auto. We're in Android Auto. Let's go to the menus buttons. There we go. And then because this is now part of my phone, I've got one of the apps as a Victron app, and the Victron app is one of my favourites for Android Auto. So let's go on the Victron app on Android Auto, and that is it's gone into Alexa. I've got a quick link. So this is now the Victron app that it's going to. So you can see on there that it's connected to the DC-DC charge controller, and you can see the smart shunt, so I can see all the voltages and everything that's going on. And this looks about right. So at the moment there's about 3.5 amps running. That's because I've got the key in the ignition and it's hopefully waiting for me to start the car. So let's start the car and see what happens. Oops, that's good. Let's start the car. Car started. You can see those voltages change, and then a DC-DC charger, it should switch to on. There we go, it switched to absorption, pretty much because I've just been starting the car, so the battery in the front is good. So this is a really good way of monitoring the batteries, seeing all of the voltages and everything. If you've got an Android head unit, it's really useful. If you don't have the Android head unit, you can just do it on the app on your phone. It's something I look at every now and again. I find it pretty useful. And if you're going to get a Victron DC-DC charger, this works perfectly. Let's have a quick look at the position where I've put the SmartR230. Okay, so the emulator, I have actually decided not to fit it in the back with the BCM. I thought a nice little space for it was in here. So if I lift up this in here, if I can get it out, in here, and here it is. You can see at the moment, actually if I've got the keys, take the keys out, you can see it flashing because the CAN bus is going. So I've got it based in here. I've done some videos of installing that. It's a great spot to install it because the CAN bus connector is in there, just down where I've got a bit of foam, and there's permanent power in there, and it fits nicely in that little spot there. It's easy accessible, and it also means that it doesn't take up any space in the boot, and it's just a nice snug place to keep it, and I'm really pleased with it going in there. Okay, that's the end of this video. If you are thinking of getting rid of the old factory BCM, I do recommend the Victron, the Orion model. It works very well, and it certainly works very well with my emulator. If you're interested in the emulator, you can pick it up from me on, you can send me an email on info@smartr230.co.uk, or you can go on my website www.smartr230.co.uk, or I've got a Facebook group also, smartr230.co.uk. I will do some more videos. The next video I'll do is about installing the emulator in that rear SAM position. So we'll catch you next time.